All right, we are live. It is April Fool's Day, so fooled ya. You don't have to start an argument letter today. You are going to do a social distancing challenge instead, and Alex is already like one down for the day, so that's super exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys just so we can make sure we're looking at the Google Classroom assignment together, even though I have too many tabs open. Great. Here is, oh, I just saw it. Come on, go away. There's my Google Classroom tab. If I just close out of all of these, it'll get to it eventually. Okay. All right, so basically, I just, to start off April, and because we've been in this for about 2 weeks now, and we've got 2 more months to go, I thought it would be fun to kind of take a little bit of an English break for today and just do a social distancing challenge for April Fools. So you guys have been working super hard. Let's take a day to breathe, enjoy, connect, and reflect. I guess technically this assignment might take you more time than an English assignment, but hopefully you find the activities more enjoyable and less work related. Plus, hopefully it'll get you off of your computers for a little bit of that time, because I think with this whole process of online learning, all of us are spending so much time on our computers, and it can be helpful to like get up and move around a lot. So you've got 5 parts of your social distancing challenge. Part number 1 is to be active. So you're gonna do something to be active, whether that's getting outside and going for a walk or doing an at-home workout like Alex did. Any of those will work. And then number 2 is to be social. I know that a lot of you have been chatting with your closest friends. Obviously, you're already still FaceTiming them or Snapchatting them. But for the social piece for number 2, I kind of thought it would be fun to reach out to someone that you don't talk to normally outside of school. Usually there's people we see every day when we go to school, and we talk to them at school, and it's really nice, but maybe we don't talk to them outside of school. So I was kind of looking for you to reach out to someone in class that maybe you haven't talked to in a week or so. So you can email them, you can text them, you can Snapchat, TikTok, whatever it is you kids do these days. But the idea is someone that you're not talking to every day, and it's been a week or so. Number 3, do something creative. Be creative. I know Alexa's got this one down. She probably has already done creative things today. But the idea is to stimulate your mind, your heart, your soul. So if you're not an artist, fear not. Miss Miller is not artistic at all. So reading is something you could do instead. Doing a puzzle, playing a game, something that's going to kind of challenge your mind or be good for the heart and soul. Number 4, be kind. So this is your opportunity to spread kindness and positivity in this time. So you can help somebody out around your house, like help your family out, do something nice for them, maybe check in with a friend who's going through a hard time or offer your help to them. Or the simplest way that anybody can do is just like write a gratitude note to somebody, like, thanks for being awesome. You can send that to a family member, a friend, a teacher, a coach, but just like sort of spreading that positivity and kindness. And then number 5 is to be reflective. So I'm super excited about this 5th step. I hope you guys are too. And I don't want this to be daunting for you. But you guys you're living through history in the making. This is a pretty big deal. Nothing that anyone's ever been through before. So I want you to think about, like, you're going to be in the future, you're going to be telling your kids about this someday. You're going to be telling your grandkids, like, I didn't go to school for 2 months, like that kind of crazy stuff. So I just wanted you to kind of take a moment to sort of journal about your experiences so that you have those memories in the future to kind of share. So why I say I don't want this to be daunting, it doesn't need to be a big, long journal entry. It can be as short as you want it to be. It can be as long as you want it to be. It's totally up to you. I just wanted you to take a moment to write down some of the experiences you've been having so that you can look back at those later. Because this is kind of a crazy thing we're going through. And even though obviously we're going to remember it down the road, we might not remember some of the specific things. So it'd be nice to write those down and look back on it in the future. So you have this Google form here, which is where you're going to kind of go through those pieces of the challenge. So step one of being active, you can check off. You might do multiple things. I know I've been trying to go for a walk in the middle of the day, and then I try to do like a workout or a run separate from that. So if you do multiple things, you can check all of them off, and there's always a space for other. How did you get in contact with someone from class? You'll share their name. What was your creative activity? And then you can kind of elaborate on that one, since there's a lot of different ways to be creative. Look, even just cooking something or baking something is creative. Maybe you want to reorganize something in your house or clean, listening to a podcast or music, lots of different ways to be creative. So again, don't fear if you're not artistic. All right, for your kindness, just checking off which thing you did and how it made you feel afterwards. And then I did give you some tips, again, for your journal entry. It doesn't need to be long. It can be as short or long as you want it to be. But I just wanted you to kind of just write a little bit about what the past 2 to 3 weeks have been like for you. You can include as many of these things on the list as you want. You could just pick one of them. You can do all of them. It's totally up to you. So how have you been feeling? What are the biggest changes that have taken place for you? What do you miss the most about normal life? What are some new things that you've tried during this time? Anything positive that it's allowed you to do? How have you created like a new normal routine for yourself? What's your current day-to-day experience like? And what are you most looking forward to in the future? I know the future seems uncertain right now, but it's gonna happen eventually. So we gotta have things we're looking forward to. And then again, what's kind of nice about being able to write it down is we're going to remember some of the big picture stuff, but we might not remember the details or specific examples as well. So I really encourage you to try to write down some things that are a little bit more vivid for yourself. And then I would like to see like what you guys decided to write about. You can share the whole thing with me if you want. Like if you are typing that on a Google Doc, you can copy and paste it here. If you're handwriting it because you want to journal in like an actual notebook or a piece of paper, you can take a picture. You can email it to me if you want. If you don't want to share the whole thing with me, you definitely don't have to. You can just like give me a couple details of things that you included that you thought were important. So totally up to you how much you'd like to share. And then the last 2 questions are just kind of more for me checking in with you. I know that this is like a really hard time in terms of like schoolwork and making this big transition and then having this realization that this is going to be for the rest of the school year. So I just wanted to kind of check in with how meaningful is your education to you, even though it's going to be kind of in this online platform. How are you going to try to like keep getting the most out of your education? Because it's kind of crazy to like take 2 months off of like normal traditional schooling and have to move to this platform. So I'm just wondering how you're feeling like you can still get the most out of that. And then the last one, just anything you want to share with me about how you're feeling, questions you're having, workload for this class, other classes, just anything in general. Yeah. So that's about it for today. Again, I know it's a lot of little different pieces, but again, I hope you find it a little bit more enjoyable to take sort of a break from the regular routine of AP English today. So, any questions about completing your social distancing challenge? Oh, hi, Alonzo. And then I did just want to share with you, because I know some of you are probably wondering and you like to plan ahead a little bit. So we will actually start your argument letter tomorrow by outlining it. And then just if you want to know like the due date ahead of time. So you're technically supposed to finish it on Tuesday, but Wednesdays are sort of becoming these like buffer flex days where we're not going to be assigning any new work. So your final due date for the letter is going to be Wednesday, April 8th at 11:59 p.m. and you will submit it to turnitin.com. And so since Wednesday is going to be this sort of flex day where you don't have a new assignment at all, that's just going to be a day where I'll be available like a lot more than like normal office hours. And you can check in with me at any time that day to kind of talk about what you wrote with you, if you want me to help you revise it, edit anything, help you fix anything before you submit it to Turnitin. So that's just kind of for people who want to know the due date. So we'll start it tomorrow and then it's due next Wednesday. Okay. How we feeling? What we thinking? Good with everything?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
What do you guys think you're going to do first on your social distancing challenge today?
Active.
The
Wake
active
me
part? Yeah. Wake up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Alonzo? Oh, I can't hear you, Alonzo. Why can't I hear you? Oh, is it supposed to be quiet in your house? Sometimes I wonder if other people are sleeping and you shouldn't wake them up.
Alex, what did you do this morning since you said you completed one of them?
Oh, I did an at-home workout.
What was her name again? I already forgot. What's the lady's name?
Whitney Simmons.
Whitney Simmons. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna go on a long run later today. Just, clear my head a little bit. Probably take my husband with me because otherwise I won't want to do it, too long. Want to get outside as much as possible before it gets too hot,
Yeah.
Oh, now we got two Alonzos. He was clearly having issues with his audio. Yeah. Do you guys know what I'm talking about though in terms of like those people? I just remember this from when I was in high school. I had like friends in certain classes that I would like talk to in that class, but then like I wouldn't really talk to them if we weren't in class.
Yeah.
So it's those people are important too. You forget it, and then you kind of like as you move on to the next year and you don't have the class with them anymore, you're like, oh, I wonder how that person's doing. Hope their life is going well. But, yeah. Hi, Alonzo, again.
I don't know why, like I'm trying so hard to like talk through my own laptop, but I can't for some reason. Like Google Meets, Zoom, it just don't work.
There must be, is there just like a mic issue on your laptop maybe? Maybe the microphone on your laptop isn't working or something.
Oh. Well, I'm calling from my phone. I'm talking through my phone, so
yeah,
this is the only way I can do it.
Yeah. How did your guys' book clubs go yesterday? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
But we weren't really that quiet at all. We were talking.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you had a lot of thoughts and things to talk about. And then anybody who did a book club but like forgot, like don't forget to send me an email if you had a book club and like who showed up to it. So shoot me an email, just hey, so and we all spoke together. So,
Okay.
Yeah. That's about it for today. I hope you guys enjoy your social distancing challenge. Let me know if you need anything. I'll still have office hours. Also, I'll still be available for questions or things like that. Anything else?
Nope.
No.
All right. Well, on that note, go be active, be social, be creative, be kind, be reflective. Yay. Have a great day.
Bye.
You too, Miss
Later.
Miller. Bye.
Bye.